Hi Aries, this is your December 23rd through the 29th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 4 separate spreads on this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already involved with somebody. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you this week. And the fourth, the final spread, will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Aries. We have the 7 of Cups clarified by Strength. We have the 3 of Pentacles clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. In the potential outcome, we have the High Priestess with the King of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. And we have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Leo, we have Scorpio, and we have you. So what's interesting about this reading? Aries. If you've been following me for a while, you know I usually do 5 spreads per in my weekly readings. This time I'm only doing 4 because I know a lot of people are going to be taking some time off work. It's just the way it is. Most of my friends are. I hope you get some time off as well. Spend some time with the loved ones. Celebrate Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. You know, whatever you celebrate, I hope you get to enjoy this time of year. All right, but what's interesting about this reading is that this person, this new love person entering your life, has something to do with work. Not necessarily like work directly, but they have something to do with the way you make your money, Aries, right? We do have those 2 cards, the 3 of Pentacles clarified by the 8 of Pentacles, the card number 3 and number 4, right? Those 2 cards by themselves could be interpreted not just work, business, and finances as not those cards, but when one of them is clarifying the other, I have no other option but to conclude that this person has something to do, in some capacities, this person has something to do with the way you make your money. Doesn't mean you have to be working this week or most of the week, but yeah, perhaps it's some kind of a holiday party at work, or get together with people you work with, do business with, or something along those lines, right? For some of you, I don't think, it doesn't feel like a new person starting this week. So perhaps this is somebody you already know. It could be maybe somebody who works for another company, and that company wants to do something nice for people, and you who work for this company, whatever, right? But we start with the 7 of Cups clarified by Strength. The 7 of Cups is a card of like options, but I don't think this person is choosing between you and another person. Perhaps they're looking at restaurants or looking for something to give you, right? So a place to take you, some sort of an excuse to ask you out with that 7 of Cups. All right, maybe they're simply staring at your pictures on social media and they're like, wow, look at that Aries. All right. The 7 of Cups, yeah, it's that type of an energy. Okay, it almost feels like they're like a little bit bedazzled by you, right? Strength clarifying the 7 of Cups could be Leo. You're dealing with Strength is a card of courage. It is a card of courage, so maybe this person needs to have courage to do what they're about to do. And by the way, the person you're dealing with, let's jump the gun real quick for just a quick second. In the potential outcome, in the middle right there, we have the King of Pentacles. That's the person, okay? So this King of Pentacles could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart. If they're not an Earth sign, they could be somebody who is wealthy. They could be working for a financial institution. They could be an entrepreneur, okay? Yeah, they may have to have courage to pull this off. All right. The Strength card is also a card of loyalty, so it could be maybe them expressing their loyalty to you, but at the same time they want to transition, they want to change the nature of this connection. If it's just business or work related, they want to change it. They don't want to just be co-workers or colleagues or business partners anymore, right? That's what I think the Death card on the bottom of the deck is all about. It could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but Death is a card of a transformation. And to me personally, like I just said, it's a transformation from this business, formal type of a connection to not so formal. In the middle right there, we have the Fool. The Fool is actually one of your major arcana cards, Aries. But at the same time, the Fool is a card of taking a leap of faith. So perhaps this full energy comes from this person. They're taking a leap of faith by making an attempt to transition from being colleagues and co-workers to being something more than just that, right? And in the potential outcome, besides that King of Pentacles, we have the High Priestess and the Two of Cups. The High Priestess is a card of a secret, so you two may connect, become cozier with one another, become more personal with one another, but maybe you'll keep it under the low for the beginning of this connection, because again, like I said, this person has something to do with the way you make your money. The High Priestess is also a card of intuition. Okay, so perhaps your intuition is going to kick in and tell you, yeah, this King of Pentacles is someone you see yourself in the future with, right? The Two of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a soulmate connection. As you can see, we have two people in the Two of Cups. It's a card of a unconditional love, and it's when two people are on the same page and feeling the same way towards one another. So this looks promising, Aries. I like it. Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Aries, this spread is for you. We have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Emperor. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Six of Cups and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. Another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? So that Knight of Wands, kind of in the middle right there, it could be your energy. Because the Knight of Wands is a fire sign indicator, you're a fire sign, but you could be dealing, perhaps your person or somebody who is coming back to you this week is also a fire sign, right? It could be a relative, a friend, I don't know. But for most of you, I think it's your initiative. What's about to take place, it's your initiative, and there's no surprise there if you ask me. Aries are very... most Aries I've ever known, you guys like to, it's like you're easy to get up and go, you have ideas, and you're not afraid to implement ideas, to execute, right? And that's what I think is happening. So it's like, but whatever is happening here, it has something to do with the past. All right, there's definitely an element of the past at the end with that Six of Cups. But the remaining card, the remaining four cards, they're all wands. They're all fire indicator, right? Fire sign indicator. The Emperor, by the way, all the way to your left, I find that Ace of Wands, that's you. That's your major arcana card. And the Ace of Wands is all about some kind of a new beginning, inspiration. It's all about, oh, let's do this. You know, you're going to get super excited about this. And perhaps the Knight of Wands, this is you, again, getting all fired up and excited about this. But the Six of Cups right next to the deck has something to do with the past. Maybe you want to repeat something, or maybe you want to go back to where you've been before, or where you grew up, or something like that with that Six of Cups, right? The Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, by the way, it could be a card of travel. So maybe you're traveling this week. Maybe you're going back to where you grew up. But at the same time, you're getting super excited about it. So there's definitely some kind of a new beginning either way. Even if you are going back to where you've been before, where you grew up, you're still super excited about it. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have Judgment, clarified by the King of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. You're probably dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Aries, it's a no. It's a no. I don't know who's reaching out to whom. If you're reaching out to them, I wouldn't bother. If they're reaching out to you, and if you're this King of Swords cross-watching, I wouldn't bother either, because there's just nothing here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Quite the opposite, as a matter of fact. The Two of Swords kind of gave me hope as I pulled that Two of Swords in the middle. But then the Seven of Wands showed up, and then the Knight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Nah. Yeah, so perhaps with the Two of Swords, there's going to be an attempt to, get this show back on the road, because the Two of Swords, it can be interpreted as a card of somebody who is closed off, right? But at the same time, the Two of Swords could be a card of like an armistice or ceasefire. This is when people sit down and have a conversation and see if they can work things out. So that's why the Two of Swords gave me hope, because it could be interpreted as that. But then the Seven of Wands showed up. No, still a no. The Knight of Swords, especially with the Seven of Wands also being here. The Knight of Swords could simply be a repeat of the same energy we see in the King of Swords. Could be the same person showing up here twice in the same reading, right? But at the same time, out of all four knights, the Knight of Swords is the one that tends to get into fights. okay, into fights. And it's like maybe this is you chasing this person out of your life when they show their face. And they will show their face, right? Because the King of Swords is clarifying judgment. Judgment is a card of somebody somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a judgment call, but at the same time, it is a card of somebody showing back up from the past. All right, even though Mercury retrograde is over, Mars is still in retrograde, Jupiter is still in retrograde, right? So people do show up. All right, so it's a no. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the Empress, the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups clarified by the Two of Cups, and we have the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with the Libra, Taurus, or any zodiac sign. So we have Taurus in this reading twice, right? Both the Empress and the Hierophant could be Taurus, major arcana cards. The Empress is actually shared between Taurus and the Libra. All right, so what I'm about to say, I don't know how many of you this will be applicable to. All right, and perhaps what I'm about to say is indirectly related to you, but somebody is going to find out they're expecting. Okay, I don't know if it's you or somebody else, because we have the Empress, the first card that came out, and we have the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The Empress could be a mother figure. The Page of Wands could be a child. All right? I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm just reading the cards. But that, I thought of it right away. As soon as I flipped the deck over, that's what I thought of. The Empress plus a page, mom and a child. Okay? It could be existing mom and a child. All right? But perhaps somebody is, perhaps you're going to be invited to a wedding, or maybe you're going to be invited to a baby shower. That's what you're not expecting. Okay, or you could be invited to an engagement party or something like that. Because if we forget for a second that what the Empress and the Hierophant mean in terms of actual zodiac signs, then the Empress could be also a wife figure, a spouse figure, and the Hierophant could be something formal and official. All right, the Hierophant could be a marriage or an actual wedding. For some of you, maybe you're going to be, somebody's going to ask you to be a godmother or a godfather. Okay, that could also be what you're not expecting, perhaps, because the Hierophant could also be a card of like religion, right? And perhaps somebody wants to baptize their kid, and you're going to be invited, or maybe they will even ask you to be a godfather or godmother. Okay, that's what could be happening. But it has something to do with the Hierophant for sure. Right? Yeah, and at the end we have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Two of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of satisfaction and fulfillment. It's a card of a wish come true. It's a card of some sort of an event. And the Two of Cups clarifying the Nine of Cups. There's two people in the Two of Cups, or maybe it's just two people shaking hands. Two people are on the same page. All right. For very, very few of you, perhaps somebody's going to offer you some kind of a contract or a job, you know, something along those lines. But I don't see you getting upset about this. I don't see you being shocked about this. All right. No, it doesn't feel this way. It feels really pleasant. All right. There is. So let me know in the comments down below how all of this plays out. I'm really, really curious. Anyway, so that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.